In this video, I'm going to show you guys what I think made a big difference for me improving my drone videos and actually the production quality of it. Just in flight, like basic things that you do while you have the drone in the sky, because each of these batteries, like this drone will give you roughly 25 to 30 minutes per battery. And that's actually a long time for a drone. Normally in the past, they used to give you like 10-15 minutes. And each battery is like 2,000 Rand. So you don't want to actually waste time in the sky and then have to purchase more batteries just because you don't know what you're doing. So this is going to actually, if you use these tips, you're going to get all the shots you need for that location, probably in one battery. Now let me start off with showing you guys one of my first flights. And if you look at this, it's me flying, trying to capture this, but it's more like a sightseeing tour. It's almost like I don't have a plan. And you could actually just see it's me just like flying around in the hopes that I'll get a good shot. And no one actually wants to watch footage like this. And it doesn't help when you're in post-production, you're going through so much of footage that you've got and there's so little that you can actually use from it. Now I'm going to show you guys a video that I made just a few months after this. So basically, it's just okay, well, firstly you need to know your controls, right? So you need to know what's going to get the drone to do all these movements. And this wheel over here, well, depending on what drone you're flying, is going to get the gimbal to go down and up. A lot of the drones are pretty similar in that sense. So let's come to this video. Here's a straight shot. That's a basic. Actually, learning how to fly straight is like one of the most important things you can do. Here I'm moving to the side. Here we've got a bird's eye view, so you got the gimbal of the drone facing right down. That's always a nice shot. Okay, so here we're moving the gimbal up. So the drone is just in one place, but you're moving the gimbal up, which gives nice dimension. Although there is more you can do, which I'm going to get to just now. Okay, then here's a small orbit. It's good always to learn how to do an orbit manually. So to do an orbit like that, you're just going to move a stick like this direction and that. So it's important to know what does what in your drones. All of this can be customized. So it's pretty simple once you learn what control does what and how to get the shots that you want. And now if you look at this one, I'm going up. This is in Johannesburg. The building is called the Mark. So you just literally fly the drone up, and as you're coming up, you slowly tilt the gimbal down. So it gives it a nice effect. It's just so much more pleasant to watch than just a drone going up. Once you start getting once you start getting movement of the drone, as well as gimbal movement simultaneously, it just adds to the overall effect. Now, I'm going to show you another video where what we're going to do is we're going to go straight, fly the drone straight, and as we're flying, we're going to drop the gimbal down. So here it is. Okay, so that's actually three motions happening. It's flying straight, it's lifting the height of the drone as well, and while you're doing those two motions, you do a third one, which is dropping the gimbal down. So to do a shot like that is pretty easy. This is going to have you flying the drone straight. That's going to increase the height, and while you're doing those two things, you're just going to move the wheel downwards so you drop the gimbal. I think the problem comes in when you are starting off to fly drones is sometimes you're a little bit nervous as to what can happen, or you're afraid that you might crash. And since you're a bit nervous, you forget that it's not actually that difficult. It's really simple. If you're probably sitting on a simulator, you probably achieve everything you want to achieve pretty simply. It's just that you've got well, such a high value flying around in the sky. That could be the first problem. Now, learning how to manually orbit is pretty important, although most drones can do it in the software. I'll just show you. This is in Hong Kong, and when you're in a rush, you don't actually want to go into settings and play around and look for the thing and then lock onto subject, although the drones do a good job. Sometimes it's nice just to know how to manually orbit. So as I showed you guys, you just move the controller on the like this and like that, and you're going to get the shot easy, pretty easy. It's going to take a little bit of practice. So the last shot I want to show you guys is flying the drone backwards and upwards, which is going to give you nice dimension and perspective of where you are and what's going on around you. To do this is pretty simple. You have the drone facing you. All you're going to do is you're going to go back and you're going to go up at the same time. You're just going to do this a little bit smoothly. What you want to do is don't ever push your sticks all the way to the extremes. Always start off a little bit slower, and you can always gradually increase and adjust in flight. That way everything's going to look very smooth. And what you do now is you combine all these shots. So when you're going out and you want to get something, plan what you're trying to do first, plan what you're trying to shoot or what you want to get. It makes a huge difference to have a point of interest, or moving subjects for that matter, and try and get as many shots as possible. So to the bird's eye view shot, get a straight shot, and then flying up, like increase your height as you're getting the straight shot at the same time. Use gimbal movements, do orbits. All of that combined in a video makes it quite an interesting video to watch, rather than just straight shots. That's actually gonna be really boring. So if you think the tips and tricks in this video were useful, drop a comment, let me know what you enjoyed the most. And also, if you've got any tips or tricks, let me know as well in the comments. Thanks.